tried out for pro wrestling in like the mid 90s. Got into rock and roll instead. In my 40s, I went the other direction, got into bodybuilding, which was changing my diet and doing a lot more cardio.
What up, what up, what up?
And then the rest is history. Oh, we're live. Oh, geez.
We're live.
Cosplay. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're live.
What's going on?
But there's nobody on right now, so it takes it. So that'll tell us how many people are chiming in. It usually takes about 5 minutes to get.
Right on.
Here, let me. That's my wife.
That's important.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. We can
just soaking up some air conditioning while I get the chance.
Yeah, soak up some information. Yeah. All right, so we got a couple people on. Jim.
Hey, what's going on?
Jim from Caden. Steve got a pool. What up, what up, what up?
So what brings you down here today, Steve? Oh, this was a heck of a drop. What was it, like 2 hours?
It was about 3 hours.
3 hours? Dude, you left early. You're leaving like 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, it was about 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you and I first met in Atlantic City back in January. You were filming some stuff, came by our booth. We said a few things. And then a real connection was made once I started dropping some funny videos and you popped up on my Facebook Messenger like, dude, these are awesome.
Yeah.
So a little connection was made there.
Well, here, let's flip this around. So, I mean, let's show everybody what Jim's into.
Oh, boy.
Or what he...
Hold on.
Jim, before we get rolling, we'll talk business soon, but explain all this stuff here.
All right. So as I was just saying previously, in my 20s and 30s, I was into powerlifting. So I was just getting as big as I could. I was 300 pounds, 21-inch arms. In my 40s, however, I decided to get into my best shape of my life. So I got into bodybuilding, which is a complete different type of workout, different type of diet, you name it. And from that, I got into cosplay. So these are all characters, mostly villains, some anti-heroes from 80s movies, comic books, G.I. Joe here, cartoons, toys, that sort of thing. So you got Rocky, you got the Road Warrior, Mad Max being a hot commodity right now, Blade Runner, Conan. I've actually met Rutger Hauer, who played Roy Batty. I've met Shel Nilsson, who played Lord Humongous. I've met Dolph Lundgren, who played Ivan Drago. I have not met Arnold. He was on my list. But I would show up pictures with them and get their reaction.
Yeah.
And usually they're like, thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I cosplayed Mr. Wonderful from the WWF back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And he saw me coming from across the room and he stood up and started giving me a golf clap and goes, that is the coolest effing thing I've ever seen. So this is the don't get old, don't get a desk job. Things change.
Desk job.
Yeah, there's the glorious desk.
Tell me about what you do here, Jim.
So I am officially the director of sales and the technical specialist at Caden Manufacturing.
Yep.
Years and years ago, my partner Ken and I, we owned and operated a pool service called All American Pool Service in Sussex County, New Jersey, Orange County, New York. It is still going today. Ken's still running up the operation there. But about 6 years ago, I said, you know what, I need a change. Being my own boss is great, but I'm always chasing money. And I work so hard for that money, it's going to kill me. Mm-hmm. So I decided to get out. I sold out to Ken, and you know, best of luck to him. He's doing great. That's now a much bigger operation than it was 16 years ago. But as a Caden dealer, Jeff Caden saw an opportunity. Yeah. He knew about all this stuff that I did and how I already knew his product. I knew how to sell his product to homeowners. I loved his product. I had the charisma that he was looking for in a salesman. And he said, Jim, I want you to come work here at Caden Manufacturing. I want you to sell my product to our dealers now instead of selling them to homeowners. And I have to tell you, there was a transitional period where I was like, dealers, it's different. It's a different vibe. You go about it a different way. Took me about I'm going to say a year, maybe longer, to kind of get my sea legs and feel comfortable selling now to dealers instead of homeowners. But I couldn't be happier. Here's my expansive office, my comfortable air conditioning. Luke, I'm your father. This is where the magic happens, at least for me. My gig right now, with all the videos that you've been seeing popping up on Facebook and YouTube and here and there, that's creating a whole influx of phone calls, sales appointments where every hour I'm 35 or something.
That's what we're up to.
We're up to 35. Okay, I'm like, what is saying there? Like, pump the brakes, Jim? That's my wife's line.
We're up to 35.
35. Welcome, 35. So I just sit on the phone all day and I talk with new dealers about Caden, the advantage of being a Kadin dealer with our in-ground liners, our safety covers, our pool bladders that you know all about there, Steve, which we'll get into here a little bit later on.
Yeah,
But
everybody wants to hear
that's
the
my
pool
gig.
bladders.
Once the new dealer is onboarded and they're buying products, I'm also the technical specialist. As the guy that used to be out there in the field, getting my feet dirty, shoveling muck out of the deep end of a pool to change a liner out, I know the nuances for measuring, for installing. I'm now working on this side where I've learned even more about measuring and installing and manufacturing. So when one of my guys has an issue in the field, he's measuring something he's never seen before, he's installing something he's unsure about, guess what? They get to text me anytime, day, night, weekends, holidays. Don't tell my wife I'm working on the holidays. But that's something you don't get elsewhere when you're buying through a distributor. You're buying directly from us. There's no middleman. You talk directly to me. 9 o'clock at night, if you're out in a pool and something's going, excuse me, something's going awry, take a picture, send it to me. I'll take a look and be like, no, honey, I'm not working. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, this is what you want to do right there. Boom, you got your answer. Yeah. You're sleeping better at night. I'm sleeping better at night. I'm a pretty sleepy guy, so that's important. So that's what's going on here. We're at like 50 viewers. Okay, this is helping the ego, guys. Thank you so much.
Well, hey, buddy, you're meant to be on camera. Here, let me flip it. Let's. I want people to know that I am here.
He's still here.
This guy's taking over. Steve got a pool. We're at Kadin Manufacturing right now, folks. So they're gonna give us a tour. So stick around for this live stream. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. You know, we're up to 60 now. So, are you a moderator? Nah. We need some of our mods to strike in, just to kind of take.
This is all new to me.
So a moderator is somebody that you trust, that you select as a moderator. So if I lose track of the comments and people start chiming in improper things, like
Mom can come in and start cleaning up house.
Yeah.
Okay. So those of you that have seen the Kadin videos, because I do like to put together humorous commercials, rather. That all happened here in the magic of my Kadin laptop. There's still some controversy about how much this laptop sticker actually cost and what the return on investment was on that laptop sticker, but that's a story for another time. Yeah. But we do that thing we did with a DJ Vance.
DJ Vance, that was great.
That rave that we were running, that was right here in my office.
Get out of here.
Right here in the corner. These are the strobe lights that we're running. All the lights going everywhere. So you know,
film looks a lot bigger.
It's the magic of film. It's the magic of
yeah.
As a cosplayer, I used to DJ as this guy, DJ Humorous. I've DJ'd as Roy Batty. I've DJ'd as Ivan Drago. I've DJ'd as Marv, a DJ to kill for.
I just had somebody say that I look like Marv from Home Alone. Do you see that?
I do see that.
A little bit?
I was going to say, not Marv from Sin City. You don't have the right nose. But I set up my DJ gear right here on the desk, and we had a little party here in the office. It was a lot of fun. So I haven't DJ'd in years, but the gear was still there, so it worked.
Orca, selling pool products as indefinitely better than stream supporting a presidential candidate. so I think he's saying that he's good with what we're doing right now.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I certainly hope so. Well, so you see the Easter eggs here, Luke and Vader.
Yeah.
That started out as Jeff had an idea of doing a funny video that was kind of like an homage to Spaceballs, and it worked. It really got some traction. So they make an appearance in just about all of our videos. We also have Stanley the flamingo kind of shows up in some of our videos as well. And I think there's some other Easter eggs that we just kind of drop here. Now, the Damn It Jim line that we've been talking about.
Damn it, Jim. You guys got to get that made in a shirt one day.
Right. Kadin Manufacturing. Damn it, Jim.
Yeah.
See it now?
I see it now, too. Well, what can we do to keep things kind of,
This is my boring office, although I must say I have nice new carpeting. Only took me 4 years. Don't give up. Live your dream.
We got 100 on right now, so.
Wow, that's impressive. So these are some of the other Kadin offices.
Is it okay to show this room?
Yeah, this is where a lot of the magic happens.
Okay, so this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, so
these are our liner. These are the liner patterns that
that's the 2024 selection. Yeah, there are about 32 patterns, I believe.
Okay, 32 patterns. 32.
We do a 27 mil wall, 20 mil floor, with the option to go 27 on the floor as well. We do not do a 20 mil wall, and there's a very specific reason for that. And I've got a really cool photo that backs this up. So I'm sure anybody that's been in the pool service industry for enough years has seen a liner that in one corner above the water line, that liner has just melted and opened right up like a maw. That corner is in the brunt of the afternoon sunlight every day, all season long, year after year. What's happening is that little pocket of air, when you have a 6-inch radius corner, or God forbid, a 90-degree corner for a vinyl liner pool, and you have that little gap of air, that air is getting superheated every afternoon, and it's breaking down this vinyl. It's melting right through. One of my local dealers, really good friend of mine, hi, Will, sent me a photo that he took when it was 45 degrees outside, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. The corner of that liner above the waterline, his thermal image registered 112 degrees because that's what the air behind the liner was rating at. Wow. Imagine how hot that air is when it's 90 degrees outside, like it has been here in the Northeast for the last month. Holy crap.
No, that's a bad word.
Uh-oh.
These people with the comments.
Oh, boy. Watch the bad words come. Come on, guys. So 27 mil wall, which is almost 30% thicker than 20 mil. More DINP, which is your UV inhibitor, actually in the vinyl itself. So 27 mil wall, 20 mil floor. That's the Kadin standard. 27 all over, if you like. So hi, Dee Dee. We said hello. She's our customer service rep.
What's this right here? Is this a new? I haven't seen this green.
Hey, this is some top secret stuff right here. This you'll only see this in the
oh, it says right here sample.
Yes.
So these are liner patterns not made yet.
These are the samples that were just sent to us by CGT up in Canada.
Oh, in Canada.
Yep.
So you get okay.
We get our liners, our rolls of vinyl from maybe about 4 different suppliers from around the area.
I wonder what that looks like with the water in it.
Have you ever seen a liner like printed on this sort of olive drab color? That's so unique.
What mil is that?
That feels like a 27, or maybe
that feels like a 30.
That feels like a 30. Yeah, that's pretty.
See, everything here at Kadin's just bigger and stronger, right?
That's right. Everything here at Kadin bigger and stronger. I kid, folks. I kid. So these are actually textured.
Okay.
You can feel the pattern. We love this one. That is so
cool. See, that's what it's all about. Innovating and changing.
And it's broken up enough that on the floor, when we have a seam going through it, it won't be blatantly obvious. Where something a bit more repetitive would be.
Yep.
So just some stuff that we're like, feel that. That's like barely a 20.
Yeah. See, that's a 27 right there.
That's almost above ground stuff.
But
so stuff that we're considering.
I'll be honest. Right? I think you guys should definitely roll with the green one.
Hey, Francine. Yeah. Francine, our lovely office manager over here. This is one that we were really talking about this last night, right?
That's the one.
Yeah. She's putting placing her bets on this one.
That same here. Yeah. That's the one I'm going with.
Okay. I mean, we were flipping through these samples last night.
Which one do you like?
And Francine was like, imagine flip, and then you come to this, like, whoa, that's totally different.
It's different, and it will give your pool a Caribbean
color. So she says that the water looks like the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
We all love the Caribbean.
There you go. So for the folks who don't know, Francine is our office manager. When you call into the are you okay to be on camera? We're live right now.
You want to say hi?
Oh, perfect.
I'll come over a little closer. Yeah, Steve got a pool. So this is Francine.
Hello.
She's the one behind the desk. What do you do here?
Everything.
She does everything.
And then some.
I take orders, I take money, I make you happy. I tell you jokes.
So basically, Kadin would be nothing without you. That's what you're saying.
This is true. And Francine, you're 5.5 years in at this point?
Yeah. 5.5.
Yep. As an old Kadin dealer and calling in and speaking with whoever it was that answered the phone, I can tell you, this is the lady right here. Because some of the service I got back in the day, it was good, but it was a little lacking. Francine's on top of her game. So thank you. Oh,
Jim too is on top of his game. This is a very happy camper.
This is true. Playing with Star Wars dolls. Why not?
She's over there laughing.
Right. Oh, yes. So we talked about the Easter eggs. Talked about Easter eggs. So we've seen Luke and Vader in a few of our videos. Stanley the Flamingo. This is the support flamingo. Has made an appearance in a few of our videos as well.
Yes.
This is my first time seeing the flamingo.
If you got to look closely. He's an Easter egg. You got to hunt.
He's a support flamingo.
He's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
You can take him on planes with you.
True.
Take him to the show.
And he hooks nicely on your shirt.
Mm-hmm. He is when you need a little TLC.
Little pick me up.
We bring Stanley in.
Oh my God, Stanley! Stanley down!
Broken.
Stanley down!
Oh, shit.
Broke Stanley.
I'm gonna leave. We'll just walk away from the flamingo. Just walk away.
So these are some mock-ups over here, huh?
This here is the display wall that we bring to Atlantic City, and then it stays here when it's not in use. This is to show off our deco trim line.
Oh.
So when you order a Caden liner, you can say, yes, I want deco trim, which means we will color match the faceplates to the pattern of your liner. Don't have to have that medicinal white anymore. You don't need to see the screws.
Nobody else is doing that.
There you go. This is why when I was a Caden dealer, this was my premium line. Caden was my premium series. Eventually, I got rid of my standard line because all I was selling was the premium liners. But these are simply snap. See, there you go. That's the regular faceplate, although these are gray instead of white.
Yeah.
This just snaps. I took the tabs off. Normally, you guys probably know this stuff. They snap on and they stay put. The eyeballs with the flanges to cover up the faceplates. We do outer light rings as well. So
I like the turquoise, the lighter blue. I've seen the dark blue, but I've never seen this one.
Yep. This the black ones just they have a very chic sort of modern look, a modern feel on these darker liners. That is so cool. That's the way to go.
It is.
Yep. So this is a miniature of our zip step, which is a prefabricated retrofit corner drop-in step. As you can see, of course, we've got some samples here in front of this thing. This is not the actual size, folks at home, just so you know. This is a miniature version for Luke and Vader to walk up. But I demo the installation of these steps here at our Caden open houses and at the NESPA headquarters in Hamilton, Northeast Bond Pool Association for classes there. The full-size steps we will assemble and have dropped on these flanges and locked in, and my 300-pound butt will be jumping up and down on them like they're not moving in 10 minutes.
Wow.
10 minutes. Imagine an old, I don't know, Buster Crab pool, something that had like a ladder in the shallow end.
Buster Crabs.
Right? We've all worked on them like, oh my God, how this thing's been from like the 50s? Okay, we can now drop in these steps. And because this is not custom, we have these sitting on pallets here in the facility. The price is lower than that. And the labor, it's together, it's done, it's dropped in. You've got the option to do one or the other, or both benches, obviously full size, not miniature like this. And again, they add nothing to your time. The beautiful thing.
So with these, do you have to set patio blocks? No.
You measure the pool without the steps.
Yeah.
You tell us what your wall height is, and you tell us which corner you want the steps in and what combination thereof. Benches, just the steps, whatever.
Yeah.
We design the liner as if the steps were already there because we have the specs. That just tech screws right to the wall. No digging needed. The steps go in the same day as the liner. 10 minutes, these steps are assembled. 2 guys lift them up. I like to use the metal garage door handles, just tech screw them right there and lift them up and drop them on the flanges that you've tech screwed to the existing walls. Lock it in. We tell you what this measurement from your top tread to your bead receiver needs to be. Let's say 8 inches.
Yep.
Take out your tape measure, make sure it's 8 inches on this side, make sure it's 8 inches, and the height is good. Now you just run your liner. Same day. Steps, bench, liner, same day. Talk about a nice paycheck at the end of the day. Not kidding. Not kidding. But here's the really cool thing. If you have an old pool that had no steps and you now give your customer steps, who's the hero? You are. Now, take that one step further. You take an old pool that had no steps, you put steps in it, and you now give the homeowner a place to sit, i.e. to sip a nice adult beverage on a hot day. You are not just a hero, you are a super hero. What is the best kind of advertising? Word of mouth. It's free and it's guaranteed. Your customers are now telling all their neighbors, check it out. Look what my pool guy did for me. They gave me a place to sit in my pool at a reasonable price. This is not open topped. This is not fit, pack and fill and pour. This goes right in 10 minutes. That is not an exaggeration. All right. So that's the Caden Zip Step. Back to the safety covers again. Here we are. Look at this.
Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. You're all watching. This guy's giving his heart and soul to you. Just give him a like. Let him know that you're enjoying this. That's all it takes.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Do you know Yorka Hunt?
No, Mom. That's
That's somebody having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and here's the thing. You've probably seen it too. Because of the type of social media advertising we've been doing that's tongue-in-cheek, it's humorous. A lot of people love it, but of course, there will always be haters. And we love them because some of their reactions are freaking hilarious. There you go.
So, but if we had our moderators on, they'd be able to take care of that.
They'd be able to knock that stuff.
Everybody's at work, so
right. That's all right. We're having a good time. I think that's great. I love that. I love that just happened.
All right. So what else can we show everybody? Everybody's getting
everybody's getting antsy.
Everybody wants to see how Caden
with the liners and
Caden's making these liners. That's what everybody
we're
wants
making
to
these
see.
liners. Well, if we want to do liners first, we'll need to go downstairs, but maybe we'll swing.
Do we have options?
Oh, we have options.
So
we can do.
Let's here.
You want to poll the audience, see what they want to do?
Yeah, let's poll the audience.
We can go step into engineering to see where everything gets designed. We can go downstairs to see the liners actually being made, or we can go back in the back and take a look at safety covers being made.
Don't drop off.
And actually, you and I need to do some stuff with some pool bladders later on because we got some fun stuff to film.
The pool bladders.
Oh, yeah. We might have to jack something up here with one of our pool bladders.
We're gonna have to charge the phone, folks. All right. So we'll give that a minute.
Yeah.
Mom's here. Everybody say hi to Mom.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for coming, Mom. So glad you're here. Awesome.
The guy with the fedora is a beta. That's me. Here.
But beta isn't like the fish? Like
no, they're calling you the alpha and me the beta.
This was his idea. What are you talking about? He's the man in charge.
Oh, good. I'm
just the paid help.
I'm just a clown. That's what it's all about. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll just mosey somewhere.
Right. So let's do this. Let's head into engineering because that's where things start. So you call in. Diana answers the phone. Very sweet. Very lovable. She takes care of some information here. It comes over here to Francine to do the quotes, the orders, the payments. Once it clears her, we now go to engineering for some design work. And that's a lot of drinks, my friend. Be careful. Let's head over to the engineering.
All right, we're heading in. We're heading in, folks. Now this is where it gets exciting.
This gets really exciting. So you can see this is where we filmed our first April Fool's video.
I love the concept of those videos, though. It's gonna take. You gotta just keep going. If
I had time, I would. It's not a matter of giving up. It's a matter of the videos work so well that I am booked with sales calls and don't have time to make more content. It's a great problem to have, right? Yeah. So when I came on board with Caden, our motto was Caden, nice people making nice liners, and now nice people making nice liners and covers. But I joked in our old offices that no, we're Caden Manufacturing, corporate as beep. And it was an inner office joke for many years. And then at some point, I think late last year, Jeff came into my office and says, I think we need to make an April Fool's video on that. So here we go. I just simply took one of our samples from one of our handle samples and got a Sharpie out and just wrote that on there.
I think the video is lagging.
Uh-oh.
Just a minute behind.
No, it's because of where we are.
That could be. Maybe we got to get closer to a window or something.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started. This was the first thing we shot for that style of social media marketing, and boy, did it get some traction, like big time. So we're having a lot of fun with that.
All right, we're moving along.
Respect the gold star, of course, Mr. Caden.
Oh wait, this is the big office here.
This is the big office. This is where the
permission to enter. Okay, we're live, Jeff. We're live. Everybody, Jeff Caden, everybody.
Hey!
Thanks to Jeff for letting us come and check out his cool little office.
Yeah, a little office.
And I mean, it's bigger than my office for what that matters. All right, there we go. I don't know how the stream's working. When you're doing a selfie, you gotta be.
Yeah, right. Gotta get the selfie.
Yeah. So Jim went on a big talk in the back, and he got to get a good 100 people on there watching. All right, the service is back up now.
Awesome. We're close to the outside.
And now people are climbing back on.
Cool,
folks.
Cool.
Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Like, subscribe, call Caden Manufacturing right now. Say, hey, I just saw you on the live stream. I want to buy a safety cover. I want to buy a liner.
Yeah.
They're doing nothing right now, folks. Call them.
We're sitting around waiting for the phone to ring.
No, I'm just kidding. They're always doing something. We're just joking.
It's amazing. Our dealers actually think that's what we do is we sit around and wait for them to call. I'm like, hey, can you do this for me real quick? I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
So this is the engineering department.
It's the engineering department.
Okay.
Multi-generational engineering department.
Yeah. I see all the numbers. Oh, how you doing? Yeah.
She's teaching Jeff how to use AutoCAD.
I've seen that room in videos before.
Yes.
That's mission control.
Mission control. I like the chart. Can I zoom in on the chart?
Sure. Yep.
It's a company any secrets there, but that's
Yep.
fine.
When Jeff is busy and rather tied up, that's usually where we find him. Literally.
I don't want to like focus in on someone's desk or something with personal information or something. So
No corporate secrets, no espionage to be had here.
Jim seems to be doing the bet. Like he's the camera one. Everybody's
He's the hand.
The second he starts talking and moving his hands, the views just go.
Oh my God.
Oh, you want to see some magic of AB points?
AB points.
Yeah.
Here we go. The fun and exciting
Magic
AB
of
points.
ABs. Yeah. I'll just keep it on Jeff on Jim for a minute.
Let's see. So when you give us AB points, what does it actually look like? Looks like a shotgun blast on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are the AB points. These are the measurements that we get.
This is for a liner. Yeah.
And so then we plug in the AB points.
See how many people are watching right now, Jeff?
Handy dandy. How many people we got there? I don't even know where to look. 102.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's going to end up being a lot more than that by the time we shut off the stream. Because it's community, you know what I mean? The people come and go. And
yeah.
So
people actually have lives. Besides just watching us on
I'm still
YouTube.
waiting for the phone to ring. You know, so if anybody wants to call Kaden now and say hi to me, I'm here. Say hi to Jeff. You can say hi to Jim. You can say hi to Mom. That's pretty cool. So that's engineering.
Yeah.
111.
Yeah, so we take it from there and then we lay out a wireframe model.
It just dropped 30. Isn't that weird how that happens?
It's the fun and exciting engineering stuff.
Yeah. So it probably went blind like what happened.
Oh yeah, there's a story behind that.
And so we go from there, then we unfold it and break it up into pieces. And then this is called a nesting. So these are all these pieces. This is what the machine reads to cut all the pieces out, and then we weld them together.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot to handle. Do you know, like, I mean, that's why I'm a laborer.
The reason I don't actually do CAD work is I took years of engineering drawing in high school, which I had no idea was going to pay off down the road as I teach people how to measure pools. But CAD was just starting.
Yeah.
So in the back of our room, the drafting room, we had the CAD house. And our teacher was giving us a demonstration. And at that time, I think it was a sophomore in high school, I was looking to cut some weight for whatever reason, because I wanted to be sexier. Yeah, like that's the thing. So I wasn't eating. Not eating is not good, especially when you're standing watching a demonstration in a hot CAD house. And before I know it, the bird passing out and everything just goes black, but I'm still conscious. So apparently when I watch CAD screens, I go blind. Can't do it. Sorry, folks. So yeah, that's why Jeff's like, okay, you'll just do sales because we can't have you going blind around here. No, we need you to be able to see. Yep. Here is another Easter egg you may notice in some of our videos. Little Godzilla. Sometimes
that was a gift from my buddy Mark over at Hometown Pools.
Oh boy.
Hometown Pools?
Yeah.
Where's Hometown Pools from?
Old Bridge, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Old Bridge, New Jersey. I noticed a bunch of pool companies on the way here.
Oh yeah.
Or do you get along with those pool companies too? Or
we get along with everybody.
Do they buy from you?
We're nice people.
Making nice lives. That's right.
You are nice people. You're very nice people.
Yeah.
There's quite a few locally that
we got a lot of
walk in here.
dealers locally for sure.
That's the right answer, Jeff.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you go out, we're more less concentrated, but yeah, we've got dealers all over the world.
Yeah. A lot of new guys coming in now, again, with all our social media marketing, really getting some traction. And, some of them are experienced, but a lot of them are like, hey, I'm just starting and I don't know what to do. I'm like, no problem. Let me take you by the hand. Let me walk you through the process. I've actually had guys in here that I've told about, like, okay, you have to get your home improvement contractor's license. You have to get this kind of insurance. You have to get this kind of that, this kind of this other thing. They had no idea.
See what I mean?
Oh, boy.
Just goes up every
What
time he
do?
talks.
Yeah.
He's a celebrity. This guy's a celebrity.
All right.
All right. So this is engineering. What else we got?
This is engineering. So did we get a vote? Are we going to safety coverage or are we going to liners first?
We do have a pool bladder that is being inspected right now.
You don't say. Where might we go to do that, Mr. Caden?
In the template room.
In the template room. Okay. You guys want to see a pool bladder getting tested out?
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. All right, let's go. Let's go. Sydney, thank you so much for your contribution. It's been great. She's like, what? I'm just making liners, man. What are you talking about? Actually, I think you're working on covers right now. All right.
All right, have fun, kids.
Oh yeah.
All right, moving along.
Moving right along. Nothing to see here, folks. Moving along. So continually, we've got our archives. We've got some other. Let's see. So you and I first met in Atlantic City, right?
Yep.
This is the Atlantic City storage room. So we do this show every year in Atlantic City, the big Nespa Pool and Spa show. And this is like all the gear that I have to load in my personal car and take down to Atlantic City on Sunday and set it all up by myself. That's how dedicated I am. Thank you very much. Yes, Jim deserves a raise. So yeah, this is where the magic doesn't really happen, but we pretend it does. So
all right,
the fun, exciting Atlantic City room. All right,
ready, Mom?
Right.
Mom is just following along.
I'm coming.
Hey, we got another like. One more like. We just need one more like.
One more like. One more like.
Wow.
The safety cover hardware
Look
section.
At this, folks.
Yeah, huh?
These are the people we want to talk to.
Yeah.
We
We'll
want to
get
talk
some of
to
these
the
on the
people
phone.
down there that are working.
Unlike us up here that are just goofing around.
Look at that. We'll have to be careful of the music on the copyrights.
Yep.
Okay.
So in December of 2019, as we said before, we moved into this facility in Patterson from Hackensack. The office that Jeff, Francine, and I used to share was smaller than my office is now. I used to have to be very careful about using my mouse because I might accidentally knock Francine's coffee over with my elbow. That's how tight it was. Humble beginnings, folks. So December 2019, we moved in downstairs, making liners, as you can see here. And then during COVID, we brought in safety covers because lead times were ridiculous, and it seemed the time to do so. Obviously, we didn't have enough room to do safety covers down there, so we came up here. That hole in the floor where those steps are, we put that there.
Oh, really?
That didn't used to exist.
Huh.
This hole in the wall right here with this gate, we put that there. That didn't used to exist.
I mean, you know, as a liner installer, this is like
This is cool. Yeah, dude. We're gonna get into some fun stuff here.
Wow.
And this is one of the things. This is why one of the reasons I've gotten into teaching so much, especially in Atlantic City or down in Hamilton for the NESPA headquarters, is that I used to be a liner installer. I used to be a safety cover installer. I thought I knew my gig pretty well, and I did. But then I came to this side of the fence where we actually make the stuff. I learned a few things, and I go, wow, if I had known that back then, I could have ruled the world.
Yep.
So now I'm very anxious and excited to share all that knowledge with other pool dealers so they can get those little light bulb moments going off, which we're going to have a few here. So we were talking about pool bladders.
Pool bladders.
Here we've just got like vinyl walls, you know, stacks and pallets full. We got more hardware. We're going to get into the Miller machine over there shortly.
What year was this building
Oh,
built?
like 1603 or something like that. It's pretty old.
Well,
At least 100 years old, I think.
This is exciting stuff.
Yeah, this might be like 1920s.
Look at this. I mean, you know, nobody really gets to see this.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like behind the curtain.
these are pool liners, folks. These are pool liners this is how it comes shipped. So is this just wall material? This is up here, floor material, right?
Up here is just wall material. So here we have our 38.5-inch rolls, which I will say again, 38.5-inch rolls for the most part, sometimes a little more, a little less. So when you tell me that you've got a 39-inch wall here, but a 40-inch wall there, that's great that we know that, but don't think that we're going to cut the vinyl to be a 39-inch wall there and a 40-inch wall over there. You get a 38.5-inch wall, and guess what? Vinyl stretches.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle. It goes in.
Yeah.
So that's what we get here. The reason this is up here is because of the Miller right here. We call it the Miller because that's the brand name.
Miller.
The Miller machine. Well, you know what? Let's go up top and take a closer look at it. This one's pretty cool. So this is a hot wedge welder, as we'll see here.
Cool, Ma.
This is where we put the bead
You want to record?
on the vinyl.
You want to do a little bit? Get me on camera a little bit too?
Looks a little dirty right now, but I think we're going to be good. This wedge right here gets pretty stinking hot, and we roll. I wish we had an action, but we'll take a roll of wall material and a roll of bead and place them together, and that wedge goes right between them, and with hot air, or hot surface rather, welds that together. This is what this big runner is for, so we can roll everything together, make sure it's nicely lined up. And that's the quote-unquote magic of putting the bead on the wall.
Huh.
It's something you don't normally get to see when you're out there measuring or installing.
So we probably got about, if I had to take a guess, 30 minutes of battery life.
Oh boy,
on the phone.
There's always that. We do have battery backup in my
folks.
office. So
We're getting sidetracked here.
Yeah, this is, check this out.
Ma, you ready for this?
Look at this. Look at this.
What was that movie? What was that movie with the Flight of the Navigator? This is
I don't think I've seen that
Flight of the Navigator.
Watch your head.
Okay.
So
this is a bladder, folks.
yeah, you've worked with.
So
these,
this is
right,
this is currently under a test.
Yes. So Cade Manufacturing makes what we call the pool bladder, trademark. All right. It is designed to temporarily store pool water while you're doing a renovation job. And it doesn't just have to be for liners. It can be for a plaster job. It can be for installing a fiberglass pool. Anytime you want to get that pool filled quickly, get the job done, get to the next job, collect more money.
It's like a big hot air balloon.
This is how you do it. So the material that this is made with is not vinyl liner material. This is akin to solid safety cover material. This is a polyester weave that is coated on both sides with vinyl. But what you're familiar with a solid safety cover, as you see all the other brands here that we're repairing, that's about a 12-ounce weight. This is a 22-ounce weight. This is very heavy duty, but it's still vinyl coated. You poke a hole in it, guess what? HH66 and some vinyl, you're back in business.
Why does it seem that like it's lighter? Like when you take the air out, it almost like it becomes heavier, lighter, right?
Yeah, because we can move it pretty easily. It's like a giant soccer ball. It does not normally look like this. Every pool bladder that we manufacture, bearing in mind that we could be holding 3,500 gallons or more in one spot, a little bit of a liability there. We need to be conscious of that. So we have to make sure these seams are not 100% solid, 1,000% solid. When we put water in here, we know that water will not compress. So it'll only fill up so much and then it'll just stop. Water will just start pouring out. This is why we can pressure test with water. When we fill it with air, we know that air does compress and can therefore overinflate this. So this is now stretched above and beyond what you could ever do with putting water in it. Obviously, if it was full of water, it wouldn't be this tall. It'd be laying flat. So now what's going to happen is one of our guys is going to go through all the seams all the way around this bladder with some soapy water in a spray bottle, spray them down, and look closely for any little air bubbles beep, 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 popping through. Because once you put the water in, the only time we want it coming out is when you're ready to fill the pool. Look at Steve. Look.
I'm like a kid at a candy store, you know?
You could use this like a trampoline. Just bounce up and down on it. So
How can I have fun? How can I play?
We could probably jack a car up with this thing.
Yeah.
I'd love to demo that, but I don't know whose car we'd use.
Or jack a person up on it.
Jack a person up.
That was kind of like your idea.
We could definitely get a person jacked over here, Steve, with one of these overinflated pool bladders. Oh boy. Anyway, back in the day. So yeah, so this is the Caden pool. This is what it looks like if you fill it with air instead of water.
That's awesome.
A little different, right?
That's awesome. So who are the dream makers that make these? These are the folks in here?
These folks back here this is our safety cover crew.
Okay.
When we first moved here, we would run open houses, bring our dealers in and soon-to-be dealers to come and learn some stuff.
Point out the liners for the curtains, though. Now, folks, this is sandstone liner, right?
Yep.
This is what I have in my pool at my house, and they use it as a curtain.
Yeah.
That's innovative and creative at the same time.
So you get your water has sort of that aquamarine sort of teal color to it.
Yeah.
There's an interesting science behind the color of water. And if you attend my Vinylology 101 class in Atlantic City at the Pool and Spa Show, we will talk about the perceived color of water. Obviously, what color is water? It's clear, Jim. There is no color. Correct. But the way it absorbs light and reflects light, we think of it as being blue, but yet the color behind it, because we can see through it, mixes with that cyan and gives us a different type of look. Hence, tan and cyan gives us that aquamarine.
You got that?
There'll be a test later, so
you got it? Got it.
Yeah. This is all stuff I cover in my Vinylology class, because to be better at selling a product, you need to know everything about that product, the nuances of it. You need to know not just how to answer the questions that your customer has, but how to offer suggestions.
Yeah.
How to give them ideas.
See,
give them another way of looking at it.
My job's easy. I just got to put it in the pool.
This is where we obviously make our handle samples. These all get cut on the machine downstairs and then all stacked together and sent out to our.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button.
Nice.
But we've been maintaining.
We've been maintaining. That's how you do. I never ask people to subscribe or like. I just put it out there and hope that they do.
No, you gotta hit the like button. You gotta subscribe
with that stuff.
You gotta go to so Caden Manufacturing. If someone wanted to watch all your cool videos with the DJ Vance and everything, how can was it on Facebook? Just go to Caden Manufacturing.
You can on Facebook. You can go to Caden Manufacturing. On YouTube, you can just go to Caden Manufacturing.
Caden Manufacturing has a YouTube channel.
Caden Manufacturing. TikTok. Caden Manufacturing. I'm starting to see a pattern here, actually.
In Patterson, New Jersey.
Caden Manufacturing. That's exactly right. And speaking of patterns, so yeah, that's where we drop all our funny stuff. And as everybody, you're not the first to ask. Can you please make more funny videos? We love watching them. I would love to, but I'm kind of busy.
It's got to work first. And
I actually have to pay the bills around here as well.
Work first, then play.
Speaking of work, Mr. Caden's here. We better get back to work.
Oh, give me something to hold. Give me a broom.
Right? Yeah. Let me look like I'm actually doing something here. So this is where we template our safety covers. Other brands
so is our bladder the one that we just had? Was it made here in this room too?
No, this is not actually made in this room. This is the only room big enough for us to inflate it and test it like this. Okay. This is actually made on the Miller with a hot air welding because our RF welders, because this is a completely encapsulated item, we can't make it like we make a normal liner. It has to be assembled differently. So the RF welding bars on the machines downstairs, which we'll see probably in another video based on battery life over here, are made differently. So this is where we test it. This is where we lay out covers to figure out. Wait a minute,
we're still doing good on battery.
I see there's something missing here. Aren't safety covers supposed to have straps going all the way across? Oh, that's right. Some brands only put them on the top and then only a few feet in on the bottom. Guess what? At Caden Manufacturing, we put the straps all the way across, top and bottom. That's like 3,600 pounds of brake strength. Holy cow. All right. Listen to that. That sounds good, right? Sounds like an old liner ready to crack.
It's like that parachute thing that, remember, Mom? The parachute thing you were talking about?
Yeah, I have a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We learned something really interesting. So you see all these covers here. These are all in for templating. Some might be in for repair. Every make, every model, every brand.
These were shipped in from all over the country.
Shipped in or brought in for us to, usually the template, we lay it out, we make the template, we do the replacement because you don't want to put a safety cover on a pool that already has existing anchors and have to drill new anchors. That's monkey. Don't do that. But one thing that we found in this room, when we were taking old covers and laying them out for repair work or to template, the number one reason the covers were failing was because the straps were no longer connected to the covers. The white thread that was stitching the straps to the covers was failing. It was dry rotting and coming apart. So we did some homework. We did a little bit of research. Well, Jeff Caden, found out that unlike liners, so with liners, the lighter the vinyl, the more DINP, which means the more UV resistance it has, the longer it will last. Not talking about fading. That's different. That's clear coat. I'm talking about sustainability in UV light. It's opposite with covers. And I know you've seen this as an old pool guy. Green mesh cover, opening time. You pull that cover off the pool. The cover is pretty much black mesh, and the surface of the pool is covered with little green specks floating. That was the old green mesh. What happens? With safety covers, the lighter the material, the less it lasts in UV light. So the white thread is breaking down in the sunlight and coming apart. So what did Caden do? Caden said, let's get black thread, the thickest our machines can handle. And we started working with that. And that was a great idea, but
you got to think outside the box.
Got to think outside the box. Here's the box. Here's my brain. My brain's completely somewhere else. Here's the thing with black thread, though, with black straps. As the ladies in the back are working, and we'll meet them here momentarily, if their machine should skip a stitch and you need to go back and hit that stitch again, it's very hard to see black on black. Go figure. So we went a step down to charcoal gray. Now we have the UV resistance we need and the ability to see a mistake that we need to go back and repair. This is one of the minute little details you'll see with a Caden cover that you won't see with other covers. Who would have thought? This guy's like, wait a minute, I'm still doing the math on that.
I'm mind blown. I'm mind blown about everything. I really am, because these are the things that, like, we just don't get to see us. We're installers. Right. We're like, hey, where's our liner? Where's our cover? Yes. What's taking so long?
Yep.
And then, but to hear that you guys care about the little details, the things that make a difference, even if they're not making a difference right away, but you're still seeing something, and you're trying to improve.
Yeah.
Your business just is great. Caden Manufacturing. I mean, I'm hooked.
I love this guy. Love this guy. Making my job easy, pal. So I could spend an hour just going all.
And I did not get paid any advertising for this commercial.
I'm not even getting paid for this. Wait, what?
Well, it's important to say that because I don't want to get caught for the no paid promotion.
Right. So this is where I used to run our open houses. I would rent out tables and chairs. We'd set up we'd do catering in here, and we'd run classes all day. We'd have a good time. We had beer on tap.
Sewing machines.
It's now sewing machines.
What year are these sewing machines?
Okay, so here's a fascinating fact. Jim at Caden Manufacturing likes to sew. All that cosplay stuff I used to do back in the day, back in my 40s, I made those costumes.
Yeah.
I sewed them, sometimes by hand, sometimes with the machine. When it came to getting a machine, you see these black machines over here, these old Singers? Those are from like the 1930s.
Wow.
This big white glamour stitch or whatever this is called here on my mega stitch, that's modern. That modern machine sucks compared to those old machines that were built to last. The two sewing machines I have at home are 1949 Singer sewing machines, and I could sew through concrete with those sons of guns.
So I see the charcoal gray thread like you were talking.
There it is.
Yeah.
So if you get a close up on that, it's not white like you're used to seeing. This will last longer in the sunlight than the white thread will. You'll also see that our straps go all the way across on the bottom.
Engineering, man. So every cover's made in here?
Every cover is made in here.
And that's the team that does it there.
That's the team that does it. It gets engineered, it gets laid out in the CAD system. It gets the material gets cut downstairs on the cutter, which we'll see when we take a tour down there. It gets brought up here through that hole in the wall that we had to cut, because the forklift brings it up and drops it down. Comes back here and they stitch it together.
Folks, this is stuff nobody gets to see. So if you're on the stream right now and you're watching this stuff, this is super exciting stuff. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to go check out Caden Manufacturing. And Steve got it cool.
That's right.
But folks, so we're going to take a little walk. We're not going to disturb them too much because they're hard at work. And but just let's take a moment and just appreciate the little things that go on, behind the scenes. And
Good.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. I gotta take a moment.
So this I mean,
is unbelievable.
These older machines. This is why we have 3 of these and 1 of the mega stitches. These old machines are unstoppable. Gear driven,
they don't make them like they used
do not make them like they used to. I swear to God, my 1949 Singer, I could sew through solid concrete.
So this will do the 3 rows of thread there.
It does.
Yeah.
It's got 3 needles.
Yeah.
It stitches all 3, and you'll hear it in action. It sounds like a Gatling gun.
Yeah, she's right on the sewing machine, just doing it. Okay, so the strap comes in off the top. You see that right there, Maya?
There's a strap being fed underneath and on top.
We don't want to go in there because they're hard at work, but if you can just kind of look in there, you'll be able to see. Yeah. People, come on, folks, hit that like button. Come on. It's right there. It's right there at the top of your screen, folks. Just hit the like button. Tell me you like this. Always got to beg. Always got to beg.
If I knew then what I know now about safety covers, I would have been better at measuring.
Well, this is my first time seeing. So these are the templates.
Yeah, they've been laid out. They've been drawn out on the cutter downstairs, because the cutter doesn't just cut. We can make it draw. We can make it punch holes. We can make it do all kinds of stuff. So this must be for some type of special cutout there.
She's got special scissors. Those scissors aren't cheap. I'm sure.
Those are heavy duty.
Yeah.
We did actually have somebody cut themselves a few days ago with the scissors. Required a couple stitches, so they are no joke. Who knew that making safety covers was so precarious?
I never knew that.
Yep.
This thing here is called the Mega Stitch,
and nobody's using it. First of all, it came on tall legs. You had to stand to use it, so we had the legs cut down so you could sit to use it. And still, we don't use it. But they
prefer using the old ones.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
It's like a machine gun.
Yeah.
And it's not skipping stitches. It's just going right through. It's going through heavyweight material and 2 straps with the thickest thread that we can feed into that machine. ×3.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Non-stop, those things.
So I'm not getting any work done anyway.
That's right. Jeff loves being in front of the camera.
It might be cool to get a close-up of that.
The Gatling gun.
Go ahead,
Let's go. We'll put Mom in charge here.
Yeah. They'll be able to hear us talking.
Yep.
She'll do her thing. And
Yeah, we got to be careful what we say with these lavalier mics on.
yeah, right. So whatever Jeff's trying to say, they can't hear right now.
That fan doesn't help.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, Ma.
I don't know how they do it. That's amazing. Now, when I say I sew, it's nothing like this, believe me. I sew silly costumes together.
So there's definitely an art to this.
Oh, yeah.
And we found that out the hard way early on. It takes quite a bit of practice to get this down right.
Right. So to explain to everybody what's going on right now,
Let's go.
she's actually sewing this safety cover together. And all right, so we're gonna follow Jeff here.
You'll notice she's sewing together a black safety cover. Lasts longer.
We got to give him the mic.
Oh, right.
You're not mic'd up.
You're close.
Here, I'll turn my hat this
There you
way
go.
so they can hear you.
It's really hard to get parts from these machines because they're so old. This is a guide that I actually 3D printed. So all these guides are on all the machines. They're totally custom. And yeah, so these machines are great, but they're hard to work on because you can't get parts.
What year is it? Was it?
I have no idea.
Old. Looks like 30s or 40s.
And how long have you had them?
Couple years.
A couple years, yeah.
The oldest one is 3 years old.
Is it something that like you could find right now? Like if one broke down and you needed another one? Yeah.
You gotta know a guy who knows a guy.
That's where you went with that one, the Mega Stitch,
Every
right?
time they go on sale to buy them, I buy them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta jump.
Yeah,
But look at the old pedals. Like, that's so vintage. You know?
yeah, so we bought this.
It's just
machine.
amazing though that like to see, you know, here we are 2025 almost, right?
Mhm.
But yet the best tools to use were made 100 and some odd years ago.
It's a very cool combination of you have the vintage machine with the modern 3D printed item. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some more workings here that might be interesting to somebody.
It's got to be 30s, right? The 30s.
30s, yeah. It's has a little bit of that Art Deco feel almost.
Yeah. I wish I charged my phone more.
We'll take a break. We'll
Yeah,
go
take a
some
break,
lunch
let
or
it charge
something.
for a half
Yeah.
hour. So yeah.
Okay.
Because afterwards, I'd like to get video where I can edit into videos and stuff. Because the live streams I can't make.
The gauge of this needle on this machine over here.
Oh, we're gonna check out the gauge.
You want me to rest your arm? Yeah, thank you for hitting the like button. Oh, Shorty, thank goodness you're here. You can moderate some of these messages for us. Love you, Shorty.
So if you come around here, you can see how like this can sew through just about anything.
That is a thick needle, kind of.
Yep.
Wow.
And so we.
Thanks for the like
our
buttons, folks.
Shaping strips on there with that.
And this is still all the black granite or the black charcoal
it's
thread.
actually black on
Yeah.
that because it's a lot easier to inspect this while you're on the machine or inspecting while you're running those big machines.
Who's this? Someone's moderating us from you guys.
That's me.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Oh. It was like,
Okay, so this is, what do we call this, Jim?
Couch cushy and truck bumper strong.
Yeah, so this is a type of Kevlar.
yeah, Kevlar, okay.
And so they use this material on truck bumpers and loading docks.
Yeah.
So this is what we use for all our raised wall. It's really hard to sew through. That's why we have these big machines here.
You can see the raised wall treatment right here. So you've got a noodle inside of this Kevlar type of material. So when a tractor trailer backs into a loading dock and it goes bam,
Yeah.
those pads, this is the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. That's the Caden raised wall treatment right there. Couch cushy truck bumper strong.
If there's one thing that I'm learning in this tour, folks, it's that Caden does it bigger. They do it better, and they fix problems. They fix complaints. I've been here giving them suggestions on what I see during the liner installs and things like that, and they're actually listening to the things that I'm saying, and that's what makes them different than anybody else. So it's not always about going out to the big name people. You know, we're not even going to give them any recognition. We already know who the big names are, but these are the people behind the scenes that are working, trying to make things better for you, for your pool, and that's commendable. So that's why I'm here, folks. I just want to share that. We're going to keep going with the tour, and we got to kind of save our battery power here, Jim. But
we'll get there.
I'd say we got about a couple more minutes that we could, if you had something else you wanted to show.
When Jeff brought in,
let me go over it real quick, unless you stop me after I already went over it.
Okay,
but
you might have.
We started making safety covers about 3.5 years ago.
That's what I was going to say.
And so we didn't make them before, so we didn't actually change anything. We just sort of took from other manufacturers, saw what they were doing, improved on that as best we could. So we didn't have any dealers that we were upsetting by changing, which is like a remarkable thing. Like liner manufacturing, if we change something, we're going to get a bunch of people complaining. By covers, it's the first, our first season we made all the changes and we set everything in place. The raised wall I think is fantastic. It's real snug up against the whatever feature you have. Oh, we're going down. So yeah, it's the fact that we didn't have to change to implement all these cool features to our covers was pretty awesome.
Well, you came to me during COVID when lead times were like 6 months for covers, without a control. He said, I think we're going to start doing safety covers. I said, that's a great idea, but I want to make sure we address all these little pet peeve issues that I had as a service guy, opening and closing pools every year, getting stabbed by the frayed end of the cable right through my fingertip. Now my hand's useless because it's freaking cold out.
We have a solution for that.
We have every issue that I brought to Jeff, we came up with a solution for, and then some. So that's where we came from with our safety covers. How are we doing on battery? We dead yet?
We got probably
seconds.
like 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, we still got time. Okay, I thought we were like on a crunch here.
Yep. No, we're doing really good. The stream's doing really good.
Awesome.
People are smashing that like button. People are chiming
Love
in.
you guys. Love
and,
you. So.
We've been on for about an hour. So
Does anybody want to know how we measure templates for safety covers? Because it's kind of interesting, and you could actually do it yourself.
You want to know how we measure templates for safety covers?
And you can actually do it yourself?
And actually do it yourself.
It's a do-it-yourself project. I think people are going to want to see that.
That'll save them $75.
Save them $75.
There you go. Let's take a look.
I'm just going to go over it real quick because
we got to mic them up.
You're going to need that. It might get boring. So basically, we just it's hard to tell because we're also testing a pool bladder here, but we lay out a cover. We pull on one strap. So basically we need to just determine the grid spacing. So we'll actually take a wheel, a measuring wheel, and run down the length of it. And every time we hit a grid line, we'll call out the dimension. We'll write that down. Then we go the other way, write that down. And then we measure.
That for you.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so once we establish the grid spacing, then we go around to all these points around the perimeter. So we'll measure from this grid line to the end, from this grid line to the end. This actually falls on a grid anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's trick is you got to, especially with the solid covers, you got to pull them really tight because the solid covers like to shrink up over time when they get old and brittle. So yeah, that's the gist of that.
You have to have a space big enough to lay it out and do that. But here's one of the things that I made sure we addressed as a safety cover dealer. When I used to bring my old safety covers to my old manufacturer to get templated or repaired, guess what I had to do with all the hardware? Take it off. So in our parking lot, I'd have to lay out the car. Hey guys, come on, we're taking the hardware off.
Yeah,
I know you have jobs to get to, but we got to do this now. And once this ladder buckle here, once that sucker gets bent,
forget about
you
it.
ain't taking that off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. So I said, Jeff, I want you to do something. It might be a pain in the butt for us, but I want our dealers to be able to bring their covers in for templates and repairs without taking the hardware off. I'm speaking loudly because I don't have my own mic right now.
Yeah,
so
I'm not talking. You want the mic back?
You can hear.
Don't have to take your hardware off to bring your cover back to Katie for repair or template. How cool is that?
I'm so unprepared with this phone charging thing, guys. We're having the best stream I've ever had in my life, and then the battery's dying on me.
That's all right. We'll take a break. We'll have some fun. We'll come back.
Yeah.
It's all good. Everybody's coming back, right?
Everybody will be back.
Everybody's back.
Yeah, everybody will be back because we're gonna see the liners, folks. We're gonna
We're
see,
just getting started.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
I was checking the seams over here on this pool bladder.
Oh, we got another order came in. All right.
Good job, Edie.
Hey, this stream's really working.
There's probably a technique to this. I'm just posing like I know what I'm doing. I don't do this stuff. But yeah, that's the idea. We overinflate it.
Here, Ma, zoom in on this.
Boom.
This is all important information here. You know, because when Caden sends you your bladder and you get it, it comes in a cardboard box. You open it up on the job site. They tell you some important information. One, do not place upgrade from the dwelling, which means do not put it high up on the house where if something happened, this bladder is going to roll and all that water is going to come smashing into your house. Okay, use on a level surface
or flood your basement.
Or flood your basement. Use on a level surface. Okay, so we found that what we do is we like to have it slightly pitched so that when the end of it is draining out to the one end, but we look for a somewhat level surface. Replace if worn or brittle. Do not overfill. And then it says right here, the bladder is full when the water spills from the top vent. And you can see up on the top.
It's not normally that high.
There's a little vent up there.
Yeah.
So when water starts spewing out the top, that's when you know your bladder's full.
There is a trick.
And I got videos of all the bladders.
He does.
Go back to some of the videos from like, earlier last year or whatever. Any video that says bladder in it, go and check them out. It'll show how we ended up doing them. Did you guys make new clamps, or is this?
That is the newer stuff. We've had those for a few years now.
So you're not doing the wooden ones?
We're not doing the wooden ones.
Nope.
Those are nice. You guys just step it up every time. You don't get complacent. You don't get comfortable. You're like, no, we can afford it. We can go bigger. We can go better. We go bigger, go home.
The reality is, my father-in-law got tired of making them for us. So
yeah,
we
okay.
actually have Interpol making these for us.
I like it. There's
shout out to Interpol.
Yeah, shout outs. Anybody wants to shout out? Let us know.
So you were talking about being aware of the grade, the slope that you put this on. We do have a yard berm system that will offset some of that slope, so we can actually kind of cradle this.
I remember you talking to me about that.
Yeah. So questions about pool bladders or liners or safety covers or any Caden product, be sure you reach out to me. Tech support right here. I got all the answers for you.
Hey, call Caden. Call Caden Manufacturing, folks. Let me see the battery life here.
Oh boy.
Wow, guys, this is a great stream.
Yeah.
But it's a great stream. You're all watching, but nobody's hitting the like button.
What?
Nobody's hitting the like button.
What's wrong with
Guys,
these
just hit that like button. Shows us that you like it.
I'm gonna leave.
Who brought the engineer?
Jeff Caden, everybody.
Hey, ladies. More of our very, very hardworking, very bright for the hey. How's it going? So
right.
so this is the this is the and we are actually point expand beyond that far wall and perhaps get into stocking steel pool kits.
All right,
we can go out this way because it's another way of looking at it.
I just want to let everybody know, Zach, we're at Caden Manufacturing. They make pool bladders, they make liners, they make safety covers.
When you're working with the pool bladder and got these clamps, I highly recommend folding the snorkel over, clamping it down. This makes it nice and watertight.
Yep.
All right. Again, questions about the pool bladder, let me know. Reach out to me. We'll talk about it. Yeah, it's a very cool thing, man.
And you ship international, right, Jim?
We can ship
you can ship
the
anywhere, right?
If I had to.
They just got to pay for the shipping.
That's all. So if anybody likes doing multiple liner jobs in a day, the pool bladder is your solution. If anybody likes to sell more pool liner change jobs, the pool bladder is your solution. yes, you can make your money back on the pool bladder. Many of my
Oh,
dealers
I'm
actually
smelling it.
charge a rental fee.
I smell that vinyl.
Speaking of pool bladder, this is normally where the pool bladders are stocked. This is our stock safety cover storeroom. All these boxes are standard sized, green mesh, green solid, whatever.
So
Center end step,
what do you do with the excess stuff?
That gets sold to a company that will then grind it up.
They grind it up.
They grind it up. They take our virgin vinyl.
Yeah.
They grind it up. They blend it all together. They might add some dye to it or whatever to try and make a particular dye lot.
Yeah.
They will add some additives to it, probably like calcium carbonate, upwards of could be 40%, and then they make above ground material out of it. So watch out for the people are like, well, what's the difference in ground above ground? It's just the thickness, right? No, it's a lot more than that.
Huh.
So this is virgin vinyl. This is only vinyl with the biocides, the algicides, the UV inhibitors added to it. This does not have calcium carbonate added to it. When we get back in my office, we'll show you how to tell how much calcium carbonate's in your liner.
It's nice to see that you can do something with the scraps, though.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people like that.
Yep.
People like the fact of no waste.
Sure.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe.
Mom
That's
says,
right,
don't
Mom.
forget to subscribe.
Mom knows. Mom knows what's up.
Is this the phone? What is this phone number? That's not how they can call Caden
Oh,
Manufacturing
no,
right now, right?
No, that's
If somebody wanted to call Caden Manufacturing right now, how would they do that?
and they didn't want to go through the hassle of looking it up online. I
Yeah.
totally get that. Wow, I'm sinking down in the box. So the Caden offices, the number is 201-880-9898. And thank God I've been working here for 5.5 years because I might not have known that number off the top of my head. Imagine that.
So they can call and they can speak to somebody and get information. The
They
engineering
can also
department.
email me with tech support questions. My email address is J, the letter J, as in Jim, Dorsey, DORSEY, at Caden, KAYDEN, and then the letters MFG, like manufacturing.com.
Nice.
We can put all that stuff in a link or something,
Thanks.
bio or whatever.
Thanks for the suggestion of hitting that like button.
Yeah.
Please hit that like button, folks.
That's our elevator. That gets all our heavy duty gear from upstairs and downstairs. This door here is to the creepiest room on the planet. That takes you up the steps to the room above the elevator shaft, which is like where all the Frankenstein knobs and levers are from, like the 1920s.
Yeah.
That room is awesome. That like,
I want to see it.
well, we'll have to move the table, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a
leery
little
of the
tour.
copyright with the music down in there, though.
Oh, but yeah, we got to watch.
I don't know that we're gonna
watch.
have the battery to go down in there.
Okay.
Like
you said, we could take a break. We could do some charging.
Yeah,
get some
yeah,
eat.
yeah.
We can talk about
But
filming.
I definitely want to give them a sneak peek, though,
Oh,
because this is for me as a liner installer. This is the part that I love the most. Look at this, folks. Caden Manufacturing, manufacturing pool liners. What is that? What
are we looking at now, Steve?
Oh, that's so they can put a roll on there
Yep.
and move it around.
Yep.
Okay.
That's for a single roll.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're moving pallets, and these pallets are heavy. I'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys did it great.
I can't wait for us to take the tour downstairs. There's so much cool
I
stuff
can't
we're
wait
gonna
to
learn.
go down in there. I can't wait. But it's lunchtime. We're gonna be charging up the phone, folks, because let's see. We got to think of something cool to say, something cool to shut everything down.
Let's go back to the office.
Let's
We'll
go
do the
back to
calcium
the
carbonate
office.
demo.
Okay.
Besides, it's air conditioned in there.
Yeah. All right, I'm back to the office.
So this is a neat trick that I teach in my vinylology class, and it's good to know because there's the difference between high quality vinyl and recycled vinyl, and this is one surefire way to find out. Stuff's nice and warm, sitting here in the sunlight. So let's get a sharp object. So we have two similar colors. We can already feel the difference. We have the sort of textured footprint there with the typical above ground material. We might refer to that as a shower curtain. So this is a Caden liner. That's one of our patterns. All right. This is non-recycled, no additives besides algicides, biocides, and the DINP UV inhibitor. As I stretch this on a sharp object, the color stays the same. Okay, there is no difference in the color. That's virgin vinyl. No calcium carbonate, i.e. Tums, added to that liner. This material, however, is recycled. Let's see how much
Thanks,
calcium
Brian.
carbonate has been added to this one. Let's see what happens. It's turning white. That is recycled vinyl with calcium added. Look at the difference.
Never knew that.
Yep. That's how you know.
So this one virgin vinyl.
Correct.
And this one is recycled vinyl.
Correct. With
extra
calcium added. Same calcium carbonate you put in your pool to set
like
your,
they say, you learn something new every day, and I literally just learned something new right there.
These are the types of things that I teach in my vinylology class. Again, shout out to that class. But the more you know about vinyl in general, I don't care who manufactures your liners for you, but the more you know about the vinyl itself, how the vinyl's made, how the liners are designed, how they're assembled, which we'll get into in the next video, will make you a better salesperson, because you have knowledge that you can share with that homeowner, that customer, that companies A, B, and C did not share because they don't know or they don't care or whatever the case might be. The more you can be the perceived expert on whatever product you're selling, could be a lollipop for all, it doesn't matter. If you're the perceived expert, why would that homeowner go anywhere else? It doesn't matter what your price is. It matters that they want you to come and do the job because you know what's going on. You got the info. You've got the 411. That's who I want you to be. Come to my class. Let's do more.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think on that note right there,
we'll take some Tums and we'll call it a day.
Yeah. For now. So folks, Steve got a pool here, like you know. I hope everybody enjoyed that. This was cool. This was a great experience to get the tour and meet everybody behind the scenes and things like that. I have to take a minute and charge the phone. I got to recharge my belly. It's lunchtime. We're going to come back for more. I promise this afternoon. We'll come back. We're going to do something with the liners and show everybody how the liners are made, how the liners are welded together. Really cool stuff. I don't know what else to say. If we could get one more like button, though.
Come on,
one
guys.
more like button. Shorty, shut that person out. If we could get one more like button, we could shut it out.
One more like.
Yeah, one more like. We shut it out at 10 likes on this video. And if we can't get it, we can't get it. But
I think we can do it, Steve.
You know,
I believe.
Hey, we got it. We got it. All right. What's in my teeth right there?
Now we can eat lunch.
Just kidding. All right, folks. Lunchtime. We're gonna regroup. We're gonna come back. Thanks. We got another one. You guys are awesome. You guys are killing the stream.
Love it.
I wish I could keep going, but unfortunately the battery is dying and I got to charge it up. So we'll be back soon. I promise. Thanks, everybody.
See you soon, guys.